Beyond the world we know, there are lost civilizations filled with priceless treasures.
Hello, I'm Louise Blaine, and I'm here with Leon Hurley.
Hello.
And we're talking about today's news, which is the fact that Sony have unveiled the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Never knew that was coming.
No, it was definitely not leaked this morning on the PlayStation Store on mobile. No.
But the interesting thing is obviously, so it's all 3 of the PS3 games remastered, which we'll get to in a minute. But the really interesting thing is,
you get, with every purchase, you get exclusive access to the multiplayer beta of A Thief's End, which is obviously next year's title now.
Yeah. So that doesn't guarantee you'll be playing it when it's released. What was the release date again? Sorry.
We're talking the 9th of October for the UK and the 7th for the rest of the world. And they say you'll get access to the beta when it's as soon as it's available, really. So they're kind of covering their backs in that way. But it's an exciting little bonus.
Yeah. Well, that'll be the first time I guess most people will get hands-on with any kind of Uncharted 4 on their machines, even if it is like next year, more towards the spring. And
we've been seeing Naughty Dog people sort of tweeting about.
Yes, what was his job title?
It was Robert Cogburn. He was
multiplayer
something.
A Naughty Dog tweeted they've been testing it, like the multiplayer designers and the QA guys have been having a go and playing it. So there's obviously something up and running already. So
and it's important for them, obviously, if they're talking so much about it. So.
Yeah, it's weird because it was always a multiplayer mode that no one ever wanted, and then it turned out to be really good.
I think also the fact that there might be a lot of people that now maybe didn't have a PS3 before, but now have a PS4, and maybe didn't play a single Uncharted game. So now we've got them with. They're saying it looks fantastic. We've not seen any footage. The trailer that you can see below is very lacking in any gameplay. But what we can see is the artifacts.
I wonder if what we will, because they did in the past, I think Uncharted 2 definitely, they did an in-game piece of film that was sort of, they played the game, but they kind of rendered it out afterwards. So they kind of played it, recorded the data, and then rendered it out separately. And that was where, do you remember there was a 60 frames a second really high def version of when he goes into the Akram or whatever, the City of Pillars or whatever it was in the desert.
Yeah.
And it was 60 frames a second, really, really smooth, really high def, really lovely, because they played the game, but then they rendered it out via a different technique.
Yeah.
So that footage probably would be a good idea of what we look like, what the game will look like.
Yeah, because they're saying that it's Blue Point Games that are remastering it. They're
so it's not Naughty Dog.
So it's not Naughty Dog, who are obviously all working on Thief's End. But they're saying there's new lighting, textures and models. It's going to be 1080p, 60 frames a second. And they've been taking apparently a lot of sort of feedback from the community, which is nice. They've been looking at suggestions and sort of adding tweaks, apparently.
I wonder if they will address the aiming in, was it Uncharted 2, where the aiming was...
Is that the one where
was it 2 or was it 3? There was one where the aiming went a bit wrong and everyone hated it. I think it might have been 3, actually, because that was Justin Richmond was the director for that, and I remember him tweeting about it.
Well, we can kind of guess that that's kind of the kind of changes they'll be making, which is great. So it's what we want, and it'll be nice to get access to the multiplayer. So...
Yep. So when's the release for that again?
The 7th of October for everyone apart from the UK and Ireland, who have to wait until the 9th.
Okay, if you've got any questions, leave a comment and we shall speak to you guys later.
Bye.
You okay in there? You hurt? Come on.
That was a pretty sweet video, right? If you want to see more, go to GamesRadar's YouTube page over here. Or if you want to read, maybe up your game a little bit, go to GamesRadar.com.